O my Jesus, forgive us. Save us from the fires of hell. Take all souls to heaven, especially those most in need.
On May 13th, 1917, 3 shepherd children saw a bright light coming towards them. A lady appeared, dressed in white, shining brighter than the sun, giving out rays of clear and intense light. The children were confused and scared.
Do not be afraid. I will not harm you.
Lucia asked.
Where did you come from? What do you want?
The lady pointed at the sky.
I come from heaven. I have come to ask you to come here for 6 months, on the 13th of each month at the same time. Later, I will tell you who I am and what I desire.
The children listened attentively.
Are you willing to offer yourselves to God and bear all the sufferings He wills to send you as an act of reparation and for the conversion of sinners?
The children all agreed that they would.
Then you are going to have much to suffer, but the grace of God will be your comfort.
She asked them to pray the rosary every day to bring peace to the world. Then she disappeared. In the next 5 months, Our Lady continued to appear to the children. In June, she asked them to have a devotion to her Immaculate Heart.
My Immaculate Heart will be your refuge and the way that leads you to God.
In July, Our Lady returned. Lucia asked again.
What do you want?
Sacrifice yourselves for sinners and say often to Jesus, especially whenever you make a sacrifice, O Jesus, it is for love of Thee, for the conversion of sinners, and in reparation for the sins committed against the Immaculate Heart of Mary.
When Our Lady spoke these words, light shone from her hands to the earth. The earth seemed to open up, and the children saw hell.
You see hell, where the souls of poor sinners go. To save them, God wishes to establish in the world devotion to my Immaculate Heart.
She also asked them to make sacrifices for sinners and to pray these words after each decade of the rosary.
O my Jesus, forgive us, save us from the fires of hell. Take all souls to heaven, especially those most in need.
In August, the children were arrested and put in jail. The mayor did not believe the visions, and he wanted it all to stop. The children were sad and scared, but they remembered what Our Lady said.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
They offered all these sufferings to God for the soul of sinners.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us.
Finally, the police let them go. 6 days later, Our Lady surprised the children and said,
Pray. Many souls go to hell because there is no one to sacrifice themselves and pray for them.
O my Jesus, forgive us. Save us from the fires of hell.
In September, Our Lady returned and said in October she will perform a miracle so that all may believe. News had spread far and wide about the children who said they saw a lady from heaven. on October 13th, over 70,000 people came to Cova Diaria to watch the miracle. It was a stormy day. The people were drenched.
She's coming! The beautiful lady is coming!
Lucia told the crowds.
What do you want of me?
Lucia asked Our Lady for the last time.
I want a chapel to be built here in my honor.
Our Lady kept her promise to finally tell the children who she was.
I am the Lady of the Rosary.
Then the Blessed Mother lifted into the sky and raised her hands. Light shone from her hands towards the sun. The sun began to shoot off incredible shafts of color in all directions and seemed to spin and dance in the sky. Then suddenly the sun started to fall towards the people. Larger and larger it beamed, and several people screamed and prayed for mercy. Then the sun zoomed back to its original spot in the sky. Miraculously, the people noticed that their wet clothes were completely dry, and the muddy ground was dry too. Our Lady had indeed performed a miracle that made everyone present believe. This was known as the miracle of the sun. On 13th May, we celebrate the feast of Our Lady of Fatima. The message of Our Lady is a call to prayer, penance for the conversion of hearts, and consecration to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. She wants us to pray the rosary every day for peace in the world.
I will never forsake you. My Immaculate Heart will be your refuge and the way that will lead you to God.